Joey here as the Critical Missourian, where I talk about everyday life and about Missouri and beyond. Okay, I figured I'd do something a little different. I think it would be a good idea. I send a I would do a acknowledgement for all the women throughout history whose work have been accredited to men. Because it is really sad part of our history is where there have been several women who have made several contributions throughout history, and before the advent of women's rights, and none of their all their work has been accredited to men. Um, it's a really sad thing to really hear and know about. Um, it's like I'm sh- there I can sit here and count that there's probably several women. I mean, history has not been always too kind to the opposite sex, or between the sexes, because the fact that we lived in a patriarchal society, women were once considered property of their husbands, and anything that they produced, they could claim, or they would take a accreditation for. The sad mentality of that time period is women were inferior. They couldn't do anything. They were. It's impossible for a woman to provide anything to academia or what have you. I mean, and it's just something that needs to be acknowledged. I could bet you there's probably a bunch of women who has made many contributions whose works will never come to light, because proving that they are the ones who did the work. Are you done there, Cass? Oh, kisses. Dog. Anyhow. Like I said, a lot of women will never get their credit because proving that they did the work is, or any works that they have contributing to society, trying to find that they did the work instead of their husband or another male. I mean, their contribution to society will never be known because there's no way to prove that they did it. And also it was sad, like um, writers, female writers during that time period had to take a name, a guy's name just to be even taken seriously or published. The most notable example is George. Excuse me, little lady. The most notable example is George Sand, or George Sand, or I should pronounce it in a better way, George Sand. It was and her real name is Amantine Lucille Avoir Dupin, and she had to use her pen name George Sand in order to have any of her works published. Another example of misaccreditation was that of Ada Lovelace, and she was known as the first computer programmer. But unfortunately, her friend got the credit for her work. That was Charles Babbage. He and her collaborated together because he created the first computer or computation machine, and they worked together. They worked together to create the first computer, or she came up with the idea to create the first computer program to run it. But the problem, as history would point out, they were way ahead of their time, and that's a story for history. But still, that is beyond the point. The point I'm trying to make is that despite her biggest contributions, Ada Lovelace was marginalized in her time period because she is a woman, and her friend ended up getting all the credit for creating the computer program, and that was the thing of the time period. So, like I said, I'm just going to throw an acknowledgement out there to many women who have probably contributed to history and found that their work has been lost, misaccredited, and has been more or less downsized or marginalized because they were women. And I think we in society owe a lot to these women who have made so many contributions that make our everyday life, and I think it's time the society to be be thankful to them. And try to spend more time uncovering and unlinking these so-called works that were created by men that were actually created by women, and give them the just due accreditation, and give them the acknowledgement that they've made to academia in general. So anyhow, that's it. That's it for me, and I hope I see you in the next video.